But my question to you is then would be, what's the true value? And this goes into then what's the true value of wealth? Is your motivation down to wealth? Is it motivation down to satisfaction of where you're at? That's where it comes down to, right? If I was to ask that question, what would your answer be then?
Well, in terms of what is the value of wealth?
Yeah.
Like,
What's
what
the
does
value
wealth
of
mean
wealth?
to me?
Yeah,
Wealth means health is wealth, definitely, in terms of like how you are, in terms of your body is your temple, and like if you don't have that, then how can you experience what life really and truly is? But then also family, and I would say also money/career, right? I think someone who says that money does not buy happiness, I'm quite against that quote. I think it is an important part of life, right? There are certain things that you can and can't do with money, right? And that's a given in terms of modern day society, right? But in terms of the true value of wealth is your family, you, and the memories that you have.
But then what you've just named as what's true happiness was all stuff that is not materialism. It's nothing to do with money then.
What do you mean by
You
that?
contradict yourself right now.
No. In terms of, but then to get experiences, that's where money comes in,
that
right?
guy you're talking about, 50-year-old, he could have been a person that's happy where he's at. He's happy.
Fairs,
for him, that he goes to sleep.
Yeah.
And he's sleeping well. He's cush.
Yeah.
He's got a house.
But then
whatever he's got.
Yeah.
Whatever situation he's in, he's got a job. He's happy with that.
Yeah.
Shouldn't that be seen as, okay, I'm wealthy then?
But then as a 16-year-old, I didn't think that was what it really and truly is, right? He could be calm being with whatever level he wants to be in life, which no disrespects like Charles Teague in it, that's fine. But for me, as somebody who's 16-year-old, right, trying to get up in life and trying to get into the study and get into making my career, that to me, I started questioning and I was like, you know what? I actually want to study. I want to do my things. I want to achieve something. And that's the motivating factor.
That's good, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No doubt. It's great.
So, but then granted, I understand that if that person's wealth is go to work, I get what I get, and I'm happy I got a roof over my head, that is the most amazing thing.
Again, like, it's like that saying, isn't it, where you could be complaining about why haven't I, like, say if there's a story saying where a man is barefoot, right? And then that man is barefoot is complaining about why I haven't got shoes or trainers, I haven't got money. Then you find someone who hasn't even got feet, and then you realize I'm actually quite lucky to have what I have. It's being grateful, but linking it also to the idea of where we're always looking at, we're not happy with our gaps in our life. Like, I haven't got this type of car, I haven't got this type of house, flana. But then you don't realize what you've already got is you've already got a lot more than what you bargained for. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Of course.
Because right? So if you, for example, if you've amassed wealth through immoral means, for example, there'll be a cut-off point, right, where everything might just go. So if we glue ourselves to money and just hold on to it and value it, put it on a high pedestal, then we're just going to only live by the way money operates, which means it can come and it can go. But happiness can't come and just, like, it won't just come and go like that if you got family and your contentment with that, with those things. That's what I think.
But then again, it's like, I agree with what you're saying, but then also it goes back into what we were saying before in terms of comfort zones, right? It's like, okay, Charles, let's take age out of this. Forget the guy's 50 and he has a family or whatever. We're talking about in general, right?
Okay.
So it's like, you take that out, what does it become?
What do you mean? Like
the comfort zone.
Take out
like, what does it become? Like, we're talking about, if, for example, I was 16, right? I was like, you know what? I live with my mum and dad, Jalteek. I have this, all of that, etc., etc. Bun going to uni, bun going to this. I'm happy with. I've got a job. Okay, Jalteek. I'm gonna continue and pursue with this, right? What does that become?
That becomes whatever you're happy with, right? You're still, again, like, would that change you as a person? Possibly would. We don't know. We have to leave it down to fate. But I would say that wouldn't change your people's opinions of you, right? Whether you have a degree or not degree, again, and whether you're this job or that job. I just think the labels are pigeonholing people too much. Like,
what type of labels? Like
labels of like whereabouts are you are in terms of career stature, right? If you look at from a director of a big company to, blue collar worker, right? Everyone just has a role in their society. We're all going to go to work, or we have, obviously the basics begin with, obviously we got to earn money from somewhere, right? Without earning money, we can't really pay for anything, right? So we earn our money from again, get kamai, right? Doing it through good means, a job, you're working hard, and then whatever job you do, you're satisfied. You go home, you're connecting with other things. You know, you should be allowed to do that, because I could put a perspective where, say, if you're in a high role paying job, but you're working 15 hours a day,
Yeah.
then do you actually even have time to live life? That's a question as well.
Of course.
Where's that
the
money
work-life
going to go?
balance?
So
Yeah.
these conversations can open up a bit more, besides from just looking at the money aspect, right?
Yeah.
The financial.